Hello, great people. Are you a rebel or a conservative? Do you want to live the ordinary life defined by the society, or you want to go against that and pursue your dreams? Is fear stopping you from pursuing your wildest dreams? Every day you spend at a job you merely tolerate is a day you are not responding to your life's true calling. Overcoming fear requires that you stop settling. It requires you to overthrow the shackles of everyone else is doing it. It requires you to quit spending time and money in the way that society pressures and influences you to do so. It requires, in essence, a little bit of rebellion, rebelling from the norm and finding your happiness. The minute you announce that you are quitting your job to pursue your dream, so many people will tell you that you are crazy. They'll uh, they'll disguise their naysaying as concern. I'm worried. Oh, some will say, "Oh, I'm worried about you," uh, when they actually mean, "I'm too fearful to follow in your footsteps." And yet you can, because you don't spend money in the same way that those people or most of people do. You are different. You are a rebel. If you follow an ordinary path, you'll get ordinary results. In other words, as we have been told, you can't repeat the same process every time and expect a different result. That is fine. For people, that is only fine for people who are satisfied with mediocrity. Those who have decided that they want to settle for less, those who want to embrace the ordinary life. But you want something better. You want something extraordinary. You want something. What you want is to escape. Here are the 8 characteristics of conservatives versus rebels who battle fear to escape ordinary life. The first characteristics of the conservative to ordinary life is they work at jobs they either hate or tolerate. These people now, if you realize that you keep on complaining that your job, you hate it, you're just trying to tolerate it, and you're still working at it, just know that you are a conservative. If at all you're doing nothing to change your current situation. On the other hand, for rebels, the rebels, those who've decided to escape this ordinary life, the first characteristic is they work on projects that themselves they do love and that gives them fulfillment. So if you realize that you're working at a project which you love and giving you fulfillment, just know you are a rebel. You are a rebel. And now the next characteristics for conservatives, now they live paycheck to paycheck and always feel broke. Now this could be because either they don't operate within a budget or compare themselves with others or haven't identified their wants and their needs. On the other hand, for rebels, the second character for rebels is they enjoy freedom that comes from never feeling stressed about money, because they have understood and mastered their money and are in charge and managing it super well. So to them, they don't live paycheck to paycheck and they don't feel broke always, and they don't have any stress about money because they are the master. They have mastered the craft and they are living and taking charge of their money. They control their money perfectly well. The third characteristic for conservative is they assume retirement starts at the age of around 60, or let's say 65. That is what they assume, and they wait for that age to reach so that they can retire. On the other hand, now the rebels, those who have rebelled to escape this ordinary life, they know that retirement starts whenever they want. So what they do instead of waiting is they do everything within their power to ensure that they retire as early as they want. So they put the right mechanisms, they put the right measures to cushion them when they retire. The fourth characteristic for conservatives is they use debt to buy junk. Yeah, let's say junks like these are things like let's say latest version of popular phone. Yeah, they buy fancy dress, they buy trendy interior design, they buy fancy toys to their kids, and they use debt to buy all these. On the other hand, for rebels, they avoid debt unless carefully and wisely purchasing an asset, or let's say real estate. So if it is not for purchase of asset, they will avoid debt as much as they can. Now, the fifth characteristic is for conservatives, they get let's say 2 to 6 weeks of vacation time per year. Yeah, so this is where you find that when they go to work, the HR gives them the number of days they have for a whole year. So those are the vacation days they do have. On the other hand, for rebels, they get time of vacation per quarter and whenever they want. So they may choose to go for vacation like even 6 times, or for 6 weeks per quarter or less, depending with what they want. The sixth characteristic for conservatives is they feel exhausted at the end of the day, and this may be caused by, let's say, long working hours, prolonged periods of physical or mental activity, insufficient break times between shifts, or inadequate rest, or excessive stress. And because of that, they always feel exhausted at the end of the day. You'd find them, somebody's coming home and they're just tired. They don't have time for their partners, they don't have time for their family. They're just exhausted and ever complaining. Now, on the other hand, for rebels who've decided to escape ordinary life, they will feel alive throughout the day. And this is because they have chosen to work on projects they love, and which gives them fulfillment. And then their working hours are flexible. So you would find that they're always feeling alive throughout because of the flexibility. They can have enough rest, or they can have breaks whenever they want. So that flexibility makes them to feel alive throughout the day. Hence, they have more time for their family members or their partners. The seventh character or conservative is they make excuses. Excuses like they will tell you, I don't make enough money to save, I'll start later, I'm just too deeply in debt, life is too short, so I have to enjoy it today, I'll never save enough to make a difference. They will make all manner of excuses to justify their situation, or to justify whatever they are not getting right. Now, on the other hand, for rebels, now they take action. Yeah, they start by, if it is about saving, they start by creating an emergency fund. They forget the idea that you have to save a certain amount in order for it to matter. They just do whatever is within their power to change their situation. So they will always take action. If they feel that they're not comfortable with something, they act towards it. They take action, and the right action for that matter. That makes the difference between the two. Now, at the eighth one, or at number 8 now, for conservatives, the eighth character is they complain. Hey, I tell you, my friend, these people, they complain. Complain, like they'll be like, oh, pay is too low, pay isn't fair. If you can remember the first one, I said they work at jobs either they hate or they're trying to tolerate. So they hate this job and they'll look for all manner of complaints. My boss doesn't like me, manager play favorites, so and so got promotion because either they slept or corrupted their ways upward. They'll get all manner of complaints. Now, on the other hand, as they do that, now for rebels, they will start doing something. For rebels, it's very simple. If the pay is too low, they'll start a side hustle, or start working on projects which can pay them well. They'll start pursuing their dreams. They do the right things to build them. They will not complain. They will start doing something. That is all for today. Let us learn to fight fears, and let us know that rebellion is okay, because it is the only way you can escape ordinary life. If you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so and hit the notification bell so that whenever we post a video, you will get notified. See you in the next video.
Tell me pretty lies.